Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And welcome to Emirates Stadium. Japan against Senegal. Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And we rise now for the Japanese national anthem.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. That is lovely. McAllister puts them all in. Great vision. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he... Chance! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Senegal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doué, foot in. Rashford powering forward here. Neymar, good driving run. Think Rummenigge! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Japan with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And he's gone back. Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far. Corner number 2 then. Irwin with the short one. Oh, nice touch. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rodri. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Japan are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Rummenigge has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Now it's Rashford. Tries a shot! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Japan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Valverde. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Neymar. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good take in a good area. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Neymar. He's a sharp little ball here. He can get that clear. It's out for a goal kick. Neymar. Irwin. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Batistuta gets into a good position. Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. That is good alertness. Valverde.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Doué. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. It's Neymar! That was superb goalkeeping.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Baresi. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Looking for the run, and he's cut it out, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Doué. And there's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the second half gets underway. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rijkaard. Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? And that could set him on his way. Batistuta. There's the shot! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response.
Rummenigge! Serginho getting this one clear. Japan get their fourth corner. Irwin plays it short. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Olise. Oh, such a clever touch. Showing good feet. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Baresi, a man never lacking in drive or determination.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
And it's McAllister. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Valverde picks it up out wide. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. And looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Number 5,
Terrific header!
Number 20.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Coming on the field, number 3, Robertson. Number 22,
Irwin.
Adams. Number
Japan
10.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Real chance! Sticks it away! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 67 minutes is number 21, Olise.
Japan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Baresi. Batistuta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, good spread. Doué gets into some space. The ball has bounced loose now. Pulls it back. Brilliantly cut out. McAllister, and the counter is on. Looking to play him in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. The ball is loose and the chase is on. McAllister. Vinicius Junior, who's set up 1 goal so far. Now it's Neymar. And that was very necessary. Japan have reclaimed it. Robertson. And here's Neymar. Lovely feet. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. And it's Robertson. Oh, that's neat. It's a promising position. Now there's a fine ball. He's having a go. It's a loose ball. Olise. Just 5 minutes left. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Crunching tackle. Vinicius Junior. Aimed beyond the defence. Olise. And this is Neymar. Olise is onto this. Senegal can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Valverde. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. McAllister. McAllister. Doué. And that will be it. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Rummenigge picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the...
Takes a shot! It's their first effort on goal. Japan with the corner, their first. Irwin goes short. Turns and goes back. Oh, shooting chance! And it's Rijkaard. Rummenigge has another go! That attempt, which in hindsight was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Hazard. He's looking wide. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Baresi tries to clear. Japan are looking to go forward now. No, it's come to nothing. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Baresi. No goals as yet. McAllister. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Irwin with the short one. Showing good feet. Can he finish? Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
And it's Neymar. Great ball, and it's Rashford! Oh, crossbar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Kajolu. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rui Costa. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Searching pass he's played there. Rijkaard! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
McAllister. And it's McAllister. Baresi. Beckenbauer. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rijkaard. Played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Olise. Played towards the other side, and it's Rashford. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup, and he's in on goal! Kajolu. Howson. Hakimi. Rui Costa. Yamal has been caught there, it's a foul. Nicely spread. Yamal receives it in a wide position. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that was vital. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Rummenigge. He's away! Rummenigge! And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again then.
Japan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread out to the left. Azar has it in a wide position. Oh, that's nice.
He'll be disappointed with that.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Irwin. Olise. To McAllister. He shifted it to the flank. He's in plenty of space here. Header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Hakimi. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Rashford. McAllister. Baresi. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. He's had a shot! It's there! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Rummenigge being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Dani Olmo, and the ball's come loose here. Cleared away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Rummenigge is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Japan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Rui Costa. Hakimi could try cutting inside here. Rashford is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. He's on it, can he get away? Cross in, looks like a good one. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Olise. Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rashford. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Kante. Kante stood his ground strongly.
Japan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Out to the right. Neymar. Spread it left. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McAllister. It's a mighty effort! They've done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Botafogo can make their change now with a break in play. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Substituição em andamento. Teremos uma substituição.
Japan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And it's Kadiolu. Lovely feet. Now it's Rice. Now here's the... Climbs up big! Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, should have put that away.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
They've played it short. Japan have the chance to go the other way. That pass isn't the best. Park Ji-sung into the last 5 minutes. Irwin threads one in. Opts for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's burst through! Rummenigge. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Kukçu receives it in a good position here. Dembele played out to the right. It's a good run down the right. Baresi, the man that is tenacity personified. Kukçu. Conte. Park Ji-sung. Oh, nice touch. He's in space and looking for options. Rice. And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Rummenigge claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his...